$50,000, and you said the interest rate, the annual interest rate is
8%.
8%. And how many years?
6.
6 years. And what else I was going to ask? What about the number of compounds? Once a year, twice a year, 10 times a year. Is it once a year?
I put 1 plus 0.08. So is the 1 is the M, right?
Okay, so in this case, it's 1. So remember, the accumulated value equals the principal, 1 plus R divided by the number of times the interest is recalculated or compounded. And this is N times T. So if they have 1 plus R, it means that N is 1.
Okay.
Okay? So we're going to look at an example in which N is different as well. So then we want the accumulated value, which is 50,000. And 1 plus 0.08, indeed. So we cannot use percentage in the formula. It has to be as a decimal number, which is 0.08. And raised to power 1 times, so this is 1, so 1 times t, which is 6. Okay. So
yep,
we're
that's
going to...
what I have written down.
Perfect.
Just like that.
So we're going to put this in the graphing calculator, and I want to do this. But also, I would like to have an additional problem and then record both of them, okay? So I like to look at, let's say, problem 31 on page 11. So so we're going to put all of these in the graphing calculator. So please bear with me because I want to do it in one step and record both at the same time. So let me see. Oh, they moved the page number here. Sorry about that. So I need 11. Very good. Good. Okay, so I would like to look at this problem. Where is my bar? Okay. Southside Investments purchases a $100,000 certificate. So that's our principal. I'm writing it down. From Newton Bank at 2.8%. So R equals 2.8%, and I'll convert it immediately as 0.028. How much is the investment worth, which is the accumulated value? Rounded to the nearest cent, which means, of course, cents to decimal places. At the end of 1 year. Okay, fine. I'm going to change that. I want to have something more interesting. So T equals 5 years. Okay. If interest is compounded, part A, annually. Part B, semi. Okay, quarterly, daily. And the last one, hourly. Perfect. So let's see how this works. Now, let's identify what annually means. Because we know the formula, let me write it again. A equals the principal, 1 plus R over N raised to power NT. Good. So annually means N, like in this problem, N equals 1. What does semi-annually mean? N equals? Very good. What does quarterly mean? N equals?
4.
Excellent, 4 quarters. How much is N for daily? Well, we're going to consider 365. You can say, well, some years don't have 365. Okay. And what about hourly? So for N hourly, that will be 365 days multiplied by the number of hours in a day. Now, I don't want to create, or I don't want to type in the graphing calculator every time a new function. Or in other words, do it 5 times. No, instead, I realize that the only thing that changes is this. This is fixed, this is fixed, this is fixed, this is fixed. So the only thing that changes is this quantity. I will create a function in the graphing calculator. I would like to put n in there, but the graphing calculator is restricted to x. So I'm gonna have x in there. So the function that I will create will be, let's say, f of x equals 100,000. 1 plus, I already have that, fixed, 0.028, divided by the unknown, because that changes, x. Everything raised to t, I made it 5 years, so 5 times x. This is the easiest way to get all these numbers in a blink. Yes, you don't have to do this. I just wanted to show you the easy way. You can just repeat for different n. Instead, I'm going to show this. And now if you'd like to turn off your cameras, please do so, because I'm going to switch to share my screen. I'm going to switch to the calculator. Okay. So now with your permission, I'm going to record this because I want to post it. Record on this computer. Yes, I want to record on this computer. Okay. So in y equals up here, we click on y equals and clear whatever you have. If you don't have anything, then you don't have to clear anything. And we are going to enter the function we just created, which starts with 100,000, left parenthesis, 1 plus, 0.028 divided by x. Here it is x. This x, t, theta. Okay, this key represents x. Close the parenthesis. Don't forget to put the caret for the power. I like parentheses very much. You'll get to know that. So parentheses 5x and close. In a minute, we will go back to the first problem and put that in too. But that is just one situation. I wanted to create this function. For that one, I don't need to create this function. It's just one step. And now we go to second and table set. Please make sure that the independent variable is in the ask mode, not the dependent. So it doesn't matter what you have here. Don't change anything. It's not important. But you have, with second and table set, make sure that the independent variable is in ask, the dependent in auto. Now we can go back to second and quit, and then second and table. So now I will plug in my n, which is represented by x in the calculator. 1. 2. Excellent. 4. Excellent. 365. Great. And the last one is 365 times 24. I don't even care what that number is. The calculator will. Now, since we are talking about cents, we have to go back and highlight, because only when I highlight the right column, I get the entire, no rounding, I get the entire number. Of course, it goes on forever, probably, so I'm interested in 114,806.26 because the third digit is 1. So I'm going to write A of 1, 114,806.26. Then scroll down, A of 2, 114,915, and 75. And then I'll scroll down. I get Y of 4, A of 4. I get 114,971 and 29. A of 365. Scroll down. 115, 026, 76. And the last one, so this is A of 8,760. So this is 115, 027, and 35. Okay, for the first problem that we looked at, I don't need any of this because it's just one calculation. So I have 50,000, left parenthesis, 1 plus 0.08, although I can add 1 to 0.08 and just write 1.08, but let's see. Caret, don't forget the caret. You know me, I like parentheses, although these sophisticated calculators don't need parentheses and a numerator, and they power all the time, so careful. Okay, so we got the answer for that. Also for cents, 79,343 and 72 cents. Okay, I'm gonna stop. Where is my stop recording? Good. Okay. And stop sharing. So I wrote here 79,343.72 and all these numbers. How do we feel about this? Is this okay? Okay. I also would like to, any other questions here? Any questions? Okay, so my next step, let me try and put that cord above here. Hopefully it will stay. Yeah, uh-oh. So now it's in the way in a different way. It's in the way and the camera that I record with. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, just 1 second so I can, I'll probably need some Scotch tape in here next time. I'm not going to worry about it right now. Okay, good. So can you still see here? I think so. Okay, all good. So the other thing I was going to look at is problem 28, also on page 11. So let's take a look at it. Okay, so we're given just at least the part A and part B, or maybe just A, doesn't matter. So use the model. So they're giving us a function, okay, where t is the number of years since 2007. What does that mean? So I'm copying the correct name of this function is n of t, negative 0.0011 t squared plus 0.0412 t, and plus 3.032. Where t is the number of years since 2007. So 2007 represents t equals how many years? T is the number of years since 2007.
5 years.
So 2007, what does 2007 represent? For somebody born in 2007, how old is that person in 2007?
15 years?
So one more time.
No.
For somebody born in 2007, how
Birthday.
old is that person in 2007? How many years?
1, 0.
0, 0. So when we are told t is the number of years since 2007, that is an indication that t equals 0 represents 2007. And n is the number in millions, so millions. Okay, female high school athletes. Okay, so now it says use the model to predict the number of female high school athletes in 2020. And compare the answer. That's not important. I just want to show this, how we determine it. So what does this question, and then use the model to predict the number of female high school athletes in 2037. So we're talking about 2020 and 2037. I'm sorry, 2020, yeah, 2020, and 37. Good. So what does that mean? What am I asked to do? Or how do I determine this? Or what is it all about?
Plug in T for the difference between 2020.
Excellent. So here I'm asked to find n of what?
It would be n of 13.
Excellent. And here I'm asked to find n of
30.
That's it. And the question is, how do we do this?